I tell you what, Paolo Felicio absolutely running away with top goal scorer in the Premier League this season. I'm just a prescient genius. Right, hello everyone, welcome back to more Careering Onwards with me, Mr. Grand 2. We're back, it's February, that must mean one thing and one thing only. We have made it into the League Cup final, and well, I mean, if that's what you're thinking, you would be absolutely correct. We are in the League Cup final once again. We'll be playing, of course, Manchester City against them. It's Man City again in that one, and if we can win it, then we will be able to win our 10th trophy. We will get 10 trophies minimum at Liverpool, which is really good, but we have to actually win it in order to do that, and it's not going to be simple, although City, of course, having a pretty poor season by their immense standards. We will also be playing the Champions League knockout round first leg against Borussia Monchengladbach, because it made sense to do that, and at least we get to play one of the games against them. But as you can see from the Premier League table, it's close. It's close between us and Manchester United, as it has been throughout history at various points. Tottenham they were looking good. They are not out of it, but they are quite far back. 7 points behind United, 9 points behind us. But we are still top of the pile. We're still unbeaten, which is a little bit unnerving at this stage. 27 games played. We are drawing a lot of games, though, and that's the problem. We are only 2 points clear of Manchester United because, they drew a game, so it was 4 points. They drew against, who was it? Was it Everton? And then we immediately drew our next game against Newcastle to bring it back down to 2 points. So it's nervy, but there we are. So the results since last time, then the games against Spurs and Wolves, we did trash West Ham 6-0. Absolutely sensational stuff. Brilliant performance all round. Richard got a hat-trick, was lovely to see. We then beat Luton 4-0 to go through in the FA Cup into the 5th round. We were playing Fulham in that one. We did, as you've already worked out, get through the EFL Cup semi-final. Second leg, it was a 2-2 draw against Tottenham. We nearly threw it away. We took the lead, they equalised. Harry Kane scored in the 86th minute, which would have forced extra time, but luckily Miguel Salvador wasn't having any of that, ran down the pitch and scored an absolute banger to give us to help us progress to the final. A comfortable 3-0 win then against Bournemouth, relatively comfortable. We didn't score until the second half, but we did get the job done in the end, and then a 2-1 win against Aston Villa. This was nervy. We went behind. Richard got injured in the 10th minute. He's out for the games today, which is a shame. Not until the 93rd minute did Julien Lefebvre head us into the lead to give us all 3 points. No such luck against Newcastle, though. We took the lead through Nicholson. Then they equalised relatively soon after, and then we missed plenty of chances, and they ended up getting another point against us. But we are still undefeated, and there's no chance for the league undefeatedness to end in this episode today. We have got a cup match, 3 cup matches in a row, in fact, but we're only going to be playing the first 2. So Mönchengladbach, first of all, in the Champions League. Of course, the team we were manager of, that's why we're playing them, that's why we're really focusing on it. We did manage them for one season 4 years ago. Sinchek's being tapped up, Nicholson's being tapped up, Vujovic still being tapped up as well, which you absolutely just love to see. Going to be interesting if we, of course, end up at one of the clubs that wants to sign our players, but there we go. So the team for this one back at the Borussia Park in Mönchengladbach, we're going to go as full strength as possible. So Salah is going to be back in place of the injured Richard. Joe Gomez also out for a while, which is a little bit annoying from a squad point of view. I should say we did actually manage to register Vasquez and the other guy, Arnabs. They've both been registered. In order to do that, I have deregistered Ryan Gravenberch from the Champions League squad registration, and then we loaned out Kai Ishigami. He's gone on loan to Southampton. Ironic that we're doing it the other way around. And yeah, I just think he needs a bit of first team football. He wasn't going to get much here. He's 22 and he's barely ever played any first team football in this country, certainly. So good for him to do that. And then the other 2 boys at least will not be having outward mutiny at being left out of the squad, but they're not going to be playing unless I really need them to. Which could happen, you never know, it could happen. Anyway, team then is, as you would really expect, Alisson, Ulrich, Foucher, Lefebvre, Alexander-Arnold, De Jong, Salvador, Paqueta, Salah on the left, Vujovic on the right, and Nicholson up through the middle. Let's go out there, just let's win 5-0, and then we don't have to worry about the second leg at all. We can just rest everybody for that one, because we've got so many games coming up. We're still in all the competitions, and I'd like to win all of them, but it's going to be difficult. So here is the Borussia Monchengladbach squad. Some familiar faces back when we were in charge still. Pinamonti still up front for them. Obviously became a bit rubbish for us, but he's still there. He's lasted quite a long time, and he's now the captain. Eggestein, who we had a massive falling out with, just never played him. He's still there, still playing. Bradovic still there. Guendouzi still there on the bench, and Ivanusic as well. And Breland Bolo, I think he actually left. He's joining Stuttgart. I must be thinking of something. I'm sure he left at some point. Maybe someone bid for him, but he is still there. And also Andres Cabrera, who we signed in the January, has, much like Paulo Felicio, developed very nicely indeed. I wouldn't say he's world class. He's valued at 50 million. I don't think he's that good. He's good, but he's not that good. But yeah, two wonder kids that we've signed, never really used ourselves, but at least we spotted some future talent. Right then, I expect nothing but a win to keep our run going. Losing is not an option. We're not allowed to do that this season. We're on for something potentially very special, which we won't dwell on too much, because these things have a habit of not really working. First highlight, Salvador with a pretty weak effort, and it's instead going to be presumably Mönchengladbach going forwards. Some unfamiliar names in their side, of course, now, but they're doing pretty well for themselves this season, although not quite as well as when we were in charge. Anyway, we are looking to counter from their sort of half-hearted effort. Paqueta out to Mohamed Salah. We've got to watch his fitness levels. He flings the ball in. Vujovic has his shot, and it's gone along the goal line, but not in. A little bit of a ponderous start from both teams. Trent driving forwards. It's been a bit scored a few goals of late. Salah not quite as quick as he used to be, and it's Mönchengladbach coming forwards. Le Bourgner, Lefebvre, which is confusing when we've got Lefebvre. They've scored. Samuel Le Bourgner. I'm going to say Bourgner. He's a Borg, and he scored. It's not great. I'm not sure what we're doing defensively. I think that it's just sort of we're just sort of standing there, having a look around. We've got our gloves on. It must be cold. What is he doing? Is that Salvador? Yeah, but literally not. He's just run. He was there, and he's just run away from the danger. Not acceptable at all. Need an immediate response. Being a bit, not a good start to the game, really, has it? We are looking to come forwards immediately though from kickoff. Vujovic is in. He's hit the bar. He's got it along the post. He's got it along the ground. He's hit the bar. He looks cursed today. Right, can we get an equaliser before half time, please? Not on that evidence. They are braking at speed. We managed to get away with it and win it back. Vujovic, can it third time lucky? Ball in. Nicholson, good save from Luque. It's not looking like it's going to be our day. This is frustrating. I was expecting, as fond memories as I do have of Mönchengladbach, I was expecting a pretty easy time here. We are dominating. They've scored with their only shot on target, obviously. It's time to get shouty again. I had to do this in the last few league matches too. We've not been particularly proactive recently. Need to see a little bit more. Salvador sprays out to Salah. Can he find a ball in? He found Ulrich. They're exchanging the ball. There's a tackle in. It's Vujovic again. Completely skies it. I took him off the last two games. He was on like a 6.2, 6.3. He's not having a good game again. I think he needs another fine. Not being good from anyone, really. I want to see some passion. We're unbeaten in all competitions. I do not want to lose to one of my old teams. It wouldn't be the end of the world, because we've still got to go to Anfield and they're only winning 1-0, but it's not good enough that we've got a relatively kind tie. There could be 2-0 here. Pinamonti forcing a brilliant save from Alisson. We get away with it now, but change is needed. Vujovic again. There you are. On a 6.3. He is not delivering of late. Nicholson as well has missed a few, so Sinchek can come on. Maybe some of these boys, maybe their head's been turned by interest from the continent. I'm certainly interested in taking a new job. Ulrich I hope that was a cross, but maybe I've got my head in the game still with regards to this season. Maybe they've sort of switched off a bit. Right, time is ticking away. We are heading for our first defeat of the season in dramatic circumstances against our old team. Corner in for Vignato. Can we save ourselves? No, we can't. And unless this is it. Ulrich, one last chance, pressing forwards. He's just giving the ball away very cheaply, and we've got a throw in. Is this going to be anything? No, it's not. And I think there's still another chance. There's still one last highlight. No, I think that's done now. Yep. Borussia Monchengladbach 1, Liverpool 0. Great for Monchengladbach. Well done, guys. Not the kind of homecoming I was expecting with this one. And we've lost for the first time this season. I mean, as soon as I start recording, obviously. Not good. Really poor from pretty much everybody. That's just, not good. I mean, at least it wasn't in the league. We are still unbeaten in that, and we do still have a good chance of going through in the second leg, but not ideal preparation for a cup final. Yeah, I do think this sort of interest in really our entire front three is an issue, and then the two signings that the board have done, maybe that sort of unsettled the dressing room a bit. Two players who I have absolutely no interest in using. I mean, there's no issues. The atmosphere is still excellent, but we maybe we've just become a bit complacent. Right, I mean, let's just look at this, just to confirm. 6.2, 6.2, 6.3. Right, it worked last time, it helped last time. Just, you're getting a fine of a day's wages. Probably could do more, but your performances recently have been so poor, maybe that will sort of wake you up a little bit, Marco. I mean, we can do a team meeting. These do sometimes help, so let's do this. We're expected to win this final. I want to see that sort of attitude from everybody. Yes, there we go. Very positive. Winning mentality. Let's hope, as this is the first time all season where we actually have we're going into a game having lost one. And we're not playing this weekend in the league, but Man United are, and they've beaten Wolves 3-2, obviously, and they go above us. Well, obviously, we still have that game in hand, but it's not a good sight seeing someone else on top of the table. But we need to get back to winning ways, and there's no better time to do it than in a cup final, and it would be, as we said, our 10th cup win with Liverpool if we can get the job done against a sort of stuttering, ill-performing Manchester City. We need to do it. Marko Vucevic's recent form is so bad. I kind of feel like dropping him. We'll tell him off as well. I mean, let's give him a chance. Because we find him, because we told him off, that might sort of motivate him a bit. Obviously, Vignato on the bench if we need to. I'm missing Jordan Richard. He has been probably our best player this season. It's disappointing he's going to miss this one. I mean, we could play Arnavs maybe. I don't know. I don't want to. No changes to the team for the one that so limply lost in Germany. Let's hope for an improved performance when there's silverware directly on the line. Right, there's their team for today. We know their threats. We've played them so many times in recent years. This is a special day for supporters. I've just clicked that one. I didn't really mean to, but it seems to have worked. Let's just have a nice, easy time of it, really. We've not played particularly well by our usual standards. Salah with a free kick. It's someone headed it against the bar. That's the third time we've hit the woodwork in this episode. I need to see a little bit more. Not from Man City though. Rainier he's trying to impress me. As his national team boss, I'm not that impressed. What is the referee wearing there? What's he wearing? He looks like he's wearing a replica Germany kit or something. He's got tracksuit bottoms on as well. I mean, I'm more interested in that than I am the defending, which is truly terrible. City coming forward again, another free kick swung in. This one luckily goes over. We're asleep. I wish I was still asleep and not watching this. Salah's having a shocker, by all accounts. I mean, he's really declined. We should probably have replaced him fully on the summer. This is a poor performance. It's dreadful. We've had no shots on target. They've had 3 now. The entire front three has been rubbish, which is not what you want in a cup final. Right, Salah's been awful. There's not really anyone. We don't have anyone else to bring on, really. I'm going to have to bring on... I mean, we could bring on Rafinha. Do we bring on Rafinha and move Ulrich up? We're going to do that. And then Vignato obviously going to come on. We'll leave Nicholson for now, but right, major changes needed. Paqueta's won the ball. Can we get an equaliser before the subs go through? Vujovic, do something useful. Ball across to Trent. Nicholson. No. Right, they're off. And, I mean, Colin's going to go off too. Everyone's playing so badly. Like, Paqueta's been dreadful recently. I'm not sure what's truly caused this, but I'm not happy with it. This is such a limp final. We've had no shots on target. We're going to go attacking. The game's just going away, and we're just surrendering a trophy that was very winnable in the most pathetic fashion imaginable, doing literally nothing. What are you doing? Why is nothing happening? Right, we'll go very attacking then, shall we? Nothing is happening in the entire game, as far as we're concerned. We hit the bar, and then we let them score, and then just nothing. They're coming forwards. Oh, do we have to go to full match or something to see how badly we're playing? They're carving us apart. It's just too easy. We've managed to get it back, but we've given it straight away to Lautaro Martinez, and we're not watching this. We were unbeaten going into this episode. We've not won the League Cup. We have lost 2 games in a row, which is great. This was going so well. That was absolutely awful from every single player on the pitch. I mean, what do you say about that? Ulrich, absolutely dreadful. Vignato as well. And then the 3 boys that came off. I mean, Marko Vujovic. You boys you're trying to impress PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona with that kind of performance. That was the worst performance that I've seen in a very long time. Well, we've not won 10 trophies today, and on that evidence, I don't think we'll be winning it at any time soon. Yeah. Where's the question that tells? I can just say I'm proud of the performance of my players. No, they were absolutely dreadful. Well, what can you say about that other than bad, really bad, really, really, really bad? Yeah, not good at all. 2 of the absolute worst performances I have ever seen from this team. Absolutely, inexcusably dreadful. And it's kind of these 2 games against Aston Villa and Newcastle kind of sort of led into it, because they were really poor performances too, which we just managed to kind of slightly get away with. So yeah, I don't know what's caused this. I don't know whether it's the new signings or everyone's getting tapped up and they're not really bothered anymore. I don't know. But not good. Hopefully things can turn around. We can only hope so. I think, to be honest, I kind of just want to get through this. So next time we will have one more episode sort of in between before the end of the season, depending on how things are going. I mean, if it's all going horrendously wrong, then I don't know. We'll see how things shake up. I'm hopeful we'll get past Monchengladbach, so maybe sort of quarter-final of the Champions League time and a league game, something like that. We'll see how it goes. I mean, on the evidence of those 2 games, we're going to just lose everything and we'll be sacked by the end, by the next episode. But we will see what happens. Fingers crossed we can at least win something. It would be nice to win 10 trophies. I was expecting to do it there and then against a very poor performing Man City. It was not to be, because our players are instead being really bad. But there we go. Thanks for watching that horror show. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you next time for some sort of action before the absolute crunch point of the season.